Hello, good morning. Well, I'll start this class where we're gonna go over your Kinedu experience. I'm gonna be explaining all of the features we offer so that you can get the most out of your Kinedu app. So I'll start off by sharing my screen. Let me know if you can see it now.
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you. All right, so let's get started. Welcome everyone to your How to Kinedu class, where I'm going to be going over all of the features we offer in the app. Please feel free to interrupt or through the chat send any questions you might have so that we can clarify them on the go. Well, I'll introduce myself. My name is Mariana Khalifa. I'm Director of Product and Engineering here at Kinedu, and I'm going to be the one that's going to be guiding you through the app experience. So, first of all, once you enter your Kinedo app, this is the first section that you're going to be seeing. We're basically on your home section. And at the very top, we are going to be showing you every day a journey that's going to be guiding you through what's going on with your baby. And it's going to be divided into different categories. So, in case you used a pregnancy app, it's quite similar to what you see when they compare your baby's size to a fruit or a vegetable. And then they explain what's going on inside your belly or your partner's belly. So that's what we're going to be doing here, but now that your baby is born. So here's an example. And then on this specific activity, we're showing a parent to parent tip. After that, you're going to be having your daily activity plan. This daily activity plan is completely tailored and personalized to your baby's age and progress. So we don't show the same activities to every baby that's within the same age range, but it's specifically tailored
¿Cómo funciona el app?
to your.
Órale.
Sí,
I think
Sí,
someone.
yo creo que sí estaría
Paola, can
bien
you
que
mute
entraran.
yourself, please?
Ok,
sí, pues sí.
está en inglés, ¿verdad?
Paola,
Sí.
Ah, vale.
excuse me, Paola. Thank you. Okay, moving forward. So as I was saying, this plan is completely tailored to your baby's needs, and it's going to be updating every day. So on a daily basis, we're going to be showing different activities according to your baby's developmental progress and age. Here, you're going to be seeing the activities divided into different categories. So, according to your baby's developmental phase, we're going to be dividing these onto activities that are on track. So, working on skills that your baby is doing good in the normal percentile range. And as you can see here, there's also an additional category called reinforce, where we're going to be showing activities so that your baby starts working on emerging skills. This way, you can continuously work on these activities, and it's going to help your baby develop and achieve these specific skills. After that, we are going to be having the baby tracker. So these buttons are going to be taking you directly to the baby tracker where you can track different routines, sleep, feeding sessions, bottle or breast, diapers, growth, etc. And I'm going to dive into the details of this specific feature once we go to that specific section. After that, you're going to be seeing some playtime ideas. These playtime ideas are divided into different categories. So first we can see browsing by age. On this section, you can decide whether how to look for a specific activity according to a specific age. So for example, if my baby is 4 months old, I can go ahead and select that specific section. And here I'm going to be seeing activities exclusively for 4-month-old babies. If I want to look ahead, then I can, of course, go ahead and browse by additional months. Underneath that carousel, we're going to be seeing these one that says boost specific skills. So basically here we're going to be having the same playtime ideas that you see on browse by age, but here they're categorized according to specific skill. So in case you want to browse, instead of looking towards your baby age, you want to work on a specific skill that you know that your baby is struggling with or that you want to reinforce, then you can look into that specific category. So, for example, if I want to work on a physical skill, then I go ahead and select it. And here it's going to be sorted by the specific age of my baby, but I can, of course, go ahead and change that in case I want to. And here we're going to be seeing the skills that correspond to the specific age range and the physical category. So if I want to work on head control, then here I'm going to be seeing activities exclusively for head control. And I can go ahead and look for other areas of development, and I'm going to be seeing those specific skills as well. Okay, moving on. After seeing the playtime ideas that are basically the ones that we recommend on your daily activity plan, you're going to be seeing content tailored towards you as a parent or as a caregiver. So here, all of this content is going to be helping you resolve any doubts that you might have regarding a specific topic. So we have them as well divided into different categories. So first you're going to be seeing the master classes. These master classes are um, focused on specific topics, and they're going to be helping you become a master or an expert on that specific topic. So if I want to look into caring for a newborn, here I'm going to be seeing all of the different models and lessons that belong to the specific topic so that I can eventually become a master. All of this content has a continuity, meaning that it is on chronological order. So, of course, you can jump between each model if you want to do that, but they do have a chronological order different from the browse by topic and the articles. So browse by topic, I'm going to be selecting here the view all. You're going to be seeing all of the different categories that are aimed towards parenting. So in case you want to look into safety, you can go ahead and click that, and you're going to be finding different subcategories where we are going to be showing video content so that you can learn and then apply that to your daily basis with your baby. And last but not least, we have our articles where these are also divided. I'm going to select view. These are also divided into age ranges, and inside each age range, we do have different categories as well, where that's going to make the browsing experience a bit easier for you to find the content that you're looking for. And that is basically what you're going to be finding on your home section. So moving on to the milestone section. On this section, you're going to be seeing everything that's specifically talking about your baby's developmental phase. So here, same as you saw on your home section where we have the browse by skills, here we have the developmental phases divided into the four areas that take into consideration development. So being physical, linguistic, cognitive, and social and emotional. And within these categories, you're also going to be seeing the same names that we show on your daily activity plan. So being on track, let's see, continue to reinforce. And this way, we are showing the same categorization as we do on your daily activity plan. So what you can do here is go ahead and see a specific skill, and you can see a percentile graph where you're going to be seeing where your baby is at according to the specific skill. And you can go ahead and update the milestones for that specific skill. In case you don't understand a milestone that we're saying, for instance, listens with interest when you speak to them, you can select this light bulb and it will open additional information to make it easier for you to understand what are we referring to. And For some examples, hmm, well, it should load um, a visual guide for you to understand what we're referring to. And in case you want to reinforce this specific skill, beneath the graph, we are going to be showing content that's specifically tailored to this specific skill. That's basically what you're going to be able to see on this section. So everything related to your baby's developmental phase and stage. Then we made a recent update to the app to make it easier for you to find the live classes. We know this is a very liked feature. So now you're going to be seeing the full calendar for the live classes. And also you're going to be able to browse through all of the different languages that we offer. So we do offer live classes in English, Spanish, and Portuguese. So in case you want to attend either of these classes, you can do that as well. So for example, here I'm filtering so that I can see the English and Spanish classes for today, and I can just go ahead and save it to my calendar or join. On the upper right corner, you're going to be seeing your saved events. So for example, if I go ahead and save the baby sign language review, here I'm going to be saving my spot. And in the upper right corner, I'm going to be seeing my upcoming safe live classes and also my past live classes. So what does the past live classes are going to be helping you with? Basically, if you cannot attend or you want to revisit a live class that you attended to, here we're going to be sharing the recordings for the live classes. We're going to be starting that on August, so tomorrow. And here you're going to be able to see all of the recordings of live classes that you were not able to attend or in case you want to revisit. So that's basically what you're going to be seeing on this section. Moving on to the baby tracker. So these are the different categories that you're going to be able to track on your baby's routine. We have sleep, feed, pump, diapers, and growth. And on each category on the detail section, you are going to be able to see a graph that's going to be showing in this case, the sleeping patterns of your baby. And beneath the graph, we're going to be showing a summary where you're going to be able to see the sleeping patterns in case you want to keep control of these specific category or in case you want to see a timeline. So here I'm going to go ahead and add an entry. I'm going to switch to manual. Okay, so here we can see that reflected on my graph, and now I can see information on the summary and on the timeline. If I want to edit an entry, I can just go ahead and select that entry. And here we're going to be seeing the details for that specific sleep session, and I can edit these or delete these. Additional to that, on the upper right corner, we can see a share button. This allows you to download the full report or the last month or the last 7 days of your baby's sleeping patterns in case you want to share these with your pediatrician or your partner, or you just want to download these reports. So for example, if I go ahead and download the last 7 days, I'm going to be seeing here the detailed information for the sleeping patterns of my baby on those last 7 days. I can go ahead and share that through any of my social media or WhatsApp or iMessage, etc. On feeding, here you're going to be seeing both breastfeeding and bottle feeding and all. So you can, on the all tab, you're going to be seeing the mix, the consolidation of the breastfeeding and bottle feeding. But in case you want to see these separately, you can also do that by just selecting those specific categories. But same as in sleep, you're going to be seeing first the graph. You can switch through daily or weekly view. Then you're going to be seeing the weekly summary. And last but not least, the timeline. On the upper right corner as well, you have the report where you can download the last 7 months, I mean the last 7 days, the last month, or the full report. Then for pump, it works quite similar. So you can segment through daily and weekly. You're going to be seeing the graph, the weekly summary, and last but not least, the timeline. Here you can switch as well into the unit that you want to see the information. So in ounces or milliliters, and all of the information that you see on the graph, on the weekly summary, and on the timeline is going to be switching back and forth. For diapers, this is specifically to track all of the discharges of your baby. So you can select the type, and then as well, we're going to be showing a summary and the timeline. And last but not least, we have growth. So on growth, it's a bit different on the graph sense because here we are going to be showing it quite similar to how we do on the skills graphs on the milestone section, where we show percentiles. So this way you can see on which percentile your baby is according to weight or height or head circumference. And same as in pump, you can switch between the metrics that you want to see the information. Then we're going to be seeing a summary and last but not least, the timeline. And that's basically what we have on our baby tracker feature. And moving on to our last feature, we have our explore or search section. On this section, you're going to be able to search through specific keywords or sentences. And then after you search, there's also filters to make your experience and for you to find the content that you're looking for easier. In case we don't show that on your today section or on the milestone section. And then here, similar as to what we have on your today section, you can see that you have the options to browse by age, then the master classes, browse by topic, articles, and skill development. So all of these section is basically the same in the same categories that you see here. So we have the activities by age, boost specific skills, master classes, browse by topic, and articles. The same information that you find on the today section on, for example, the age range of 4 to 6 months is the same information that you're going to be seeing on the explore section on 4 to 6 months. So it's just two different paths through where you can get to the same point. On the upper right corner, you're going to be seeing your settings section. So it's quite important for you to know that you can add more babies, or in case you're pregnant, you can add pregnancies as well. And that all of your subscriptions are family sharing. So you only pay for one subscription. And here on my family section, you can add additional members. So additional caregivers for your baby. And then you can add as well the type of permissions this person will be granted. The difference between a primary caregiver and a secondary caregiver is that a primary caregiver is going to be having the same um, permissions that you as an admin of the account have. So they're going to be able to edit sensible information, to see all of the activities, milestones, etc. Different than from a secondary caregiver, they're not going to be able to edit any of the sensible information. So being your baby's birth date or their sex or anything related to the subscription of the financial part. So all of those sensitive information a secondary caregiver is not going to be able to do. This way you can just manage your account according to the person that you're inviting. And well, basically that's your experience and those are the features that we have. Are there any questions or comments? Okay, I'm going to be leaving my email through the chat in case you want to have a one-on-one with me, or in case you have any additional comments or suggestions that you might want for us to add to your experience, we'll be happy to take a look into it. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining, and please feel free to reach out in case you have any additional suggestions or comments or questions. Bye bye.